Yo abusia, and then come Maame no ba bedino. It has everything to do with me, and it has everything to do with you. Now, it is not just a message or a teachings, but I think I'm touching base with every heart of a black man. Me say obia etie. And that message when a message I may ba ya, almost everybody or advising me has gone through it. My lawyers have gone through it and everything. Like I had to say, be a shame crying, a shame day. Say, Mommy, ye emotional. Na mean to me, yes, I message we and fanque. If you are watching me and you are a black man, I want you to watch this episode to the end. The reason being that Bibia Maya wunim, message bia maka wunim, as teachings bia Maya wunim no, se mi wumpo. Na won kai bibia and the message we die me pese wo kai because esumbu yie emame na esumbu yie nsoso e de mawo a wo hwe me abusia. Today I am forced to revisit a powerful message I shared with you some years ago. This message is still on YouTube titled Our Ancestors Are Scientists. Me know wo share sa knowledge we is still on social media. I am supporting today's message with it because I have not preached hopelessness or said anything to demotivate our quest to be awakened. Ever since I started all my programs, bibia mi ye bibia me ye ehye nipa enkrane ekachire nipa se enidaso ewo ho. Sa message we ye message amenya we me down ye. Ama me so ate ama maboto ada ho ache said the America no kasa akom ewo ho ansa na me yese meka bibi asem bia me beka nde bia ye question na me yesre your body no ni nyansa so ma me nyansa na me fankasa no mama ho hye so ntumi hye me ho so na me ne wo and share this knowledge. I want you to listen to this message with your full consciousness and your higher frequency. Because I also want you to understand that I have millions of messages that I can record for you. But some of the messages, when they dropped into my spirit, I get worn out. Me breankasa. Se messages ni bi wo hono ma. Nya na afi etete mekra me honhom ene me nipedua. Some of my messages are confirmed by science. Some of them are out of this world. Secrets of spirituality and consciousness that is being kept for ages by non-physical entities are being whispered into my intuition. The reason when I'm talking to you every day, I tell you this is my download. When it is research, I said download and research. If it is pure downloads, I tell you it is pure downloads. But some of them are too dark. Some too are very heavy spirituality. I can't speak them. Na makuma etu. If you are a society or secret group and your entity's darkest secret is revealed or unpacked here by me, trust me, it was just the tip. You don't know, you've not seen anything yet. Messages are me wono. Ebi wo kwa misuro se meka. Said the American no. Enye misuro se meka se bibi ntio. But nyansa na nipa ade nante. Sa kwa me nkroma hu nyansa bia. Enye se no onim nyansa hu mu asem na meka. Anka bia wanwu. So hu. Messages are me wono. A doors nti se wo group bia mu. Wo sum bibia na eye wo se. Maka bibia fa de kon a wo sum no ho a. Me nyanka hwe. Ma me nkyerɛ wo downloads a me wo. Me di kan akada wo platform we se me wu kwa enne. Obi ba ebetumi abetena downloads e obeka. Ono so benyane atwere obi di aka ho. Ma me nkyerɛ bibi keto wa bi. All these are downloads. Mewo. All these are downloads. Mewo. Sometimes I am scared, very, very scared to talk about these things. Sometimes I'm so scared. Eniamani bi wo ho a mehu a me yam hye me into me nye okay. Nti se me ka kire wo se we secret society na asema wote wo ha se maka we group usum bibia na ye wo se me kasa kire wa etie wa na maka bibi dark ana me reveal secret bi a ense se me reveal a me nyanka hwe kora afi na me ba I'm marking time pony. All these are downloads. I'm not showing off anything, but me can be actual. Na me pesa wo de wadwen obi bie wo mu ema wo ye nipa wo ye bibini. Say ye wo se wo nye bibini mpo because wo te brofo afa onsa so wo tri wi na egu tri so na ese saponim. Na hwe wo honam hwe wo hwene esi wanim no ni shape na hwe wani color na ma asema me ka ne no ehia nti mu aye mo se maka bibi eti amosom na me yese me nyanka hwe na nda asema me ne mo be ka ne yasema ehye me so nti me ye ni in a question form awankasa hwe ni yi na te ase. As much as I have tried to water down today's message to make it okay, I know it will challenge our many chants to soldier on and fight on. Because my massage asem no me yiyim atitim etutu bi afrim na minyanka na menka but esesem ka. The fight is not yours. Okun nya woko. And the fight is also not the loss. Said the omuka say okun nya me kun na ye urade kun. Sa na ya ye taika e wo Bible mu. So whose fight is it at all to liberate an African or a black man anako bibini? Bible say we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but principalities and powers. E Bible ne ka sa o. O se nye ye ne honam ani moja na enya. Ne ye ni wiemu atumfo. Sa asem we se ye kan ya yete ase sen. Bibisa mo. Our oppressors no. Are they not human beings? Se abrofo no mo de enko through all the slavery ni ya nipa no mo ye abrofo de ya. Any they are flesh and blood. It is a Bible can say we wrestle not against flesh and blood, by principalities and powers. Wiemu atumfo atrimodemfo ene ye ni omo ko a. Ye mfe ye ni hu omo so omo ne ye ko. Atwera to Bible no mo sofo wo kan ya wote ase esen. Nti so they are all pressing ye no na che so onye nipa o. Nti se ye oppressors ne ye se omo ya abrofo de ya. Na se de ye wrestle against no so onye flesh and blood de ya. Mum ye ntwa asem we. Ye nhwe ni yie. Why? I know you'll be before. Don't come and mention any deity here for me. Do we have hope? Do we have a savior? Are we going to be saved? Are we free? Is there freedom for us? Ma kwaba, the best spiritual word you made so. And then you shall no end. Unalive your superpowers. That is the topic we are discussing today. No end. Unalive your superpowers. And no, and I ever discuss and de. It was spiritual word you made ya ubeti so. I believed you, I believed you, I believed you. I believed you, I believed you. I believed you. I believed you, I believed you, and I send you love. I send you love. I send you love. I send you love. I send you love, and I send you hope. I send you hope. I send you joy. I send you joy. I send you joy. I send you strength. I send you strength. I send you strength. I send you strength. Wherever you are, I send you love. I wish you a nature day. I believed you. I believed you, but I do not bless you. Abusia, baby, I will be ano. Midinchia kese bopini nim time abo baby I wono say anapa wie nwumre anajo mra abo wo hobi asa wo timinka ana wo timi ni na nchia kese na mede ebopini wo ai na me mo akwaba e de ba spiritual wadwumedie kese so idin am giso wa hade unim. I am the voice of our ancestors. They speak through me, they hear through me, they smell through me, and they drop every particle of information through me. I welcome you. It's another day, and I welcome you to Spiritual Hour. Today we are discussing no end. Unalive your superpowers. And when you are discussing, I didn't know me can say, and that's some American medical catcher say, Tina kumem, and for what Jenny Nipedi and Tieke. Unalive your superpowers. What do I mean? Dear melanated beings across the universe and beyond, there is no help coming now. Nobody is coming to save you, and you cannot save yourself either. And you think I make a choice and ne asema me bekanede. Obi anfa ntoma mmoni yam na obi anwene nkwa achi. Mimpe oduane difo bia asemetie wo platform so. And that's some no nyemre sa nti se wuntumi a mesrew odo ene ahobrase kwan so na wa exit obi apacho se mun share mun view munye say but me dey mesrew se wuntumi a kowanim. I know some of my visions and theories are wild. If we don't take care, we might step on many toes. Adia se see e bom me kokono no. All these downloads na egu onom no. Ye betumi aka ho asem but wo ka asem no anipa esua ade efemu no obi nsusu bu afu na se ye de ye interest topo so na ye de nokore taa kire dia anke ya anya hwimom ne ye da ya anke ye beta. But this is also a theory I saw eniama mi hunini, and I am trying to make it appealing because my natural body and mind do not believe it. Eniama mehunu mintumi nka ni nyina nkyerɛ makato sɛ mafon maboto so we obi a would take a critical look at me pa obehu sɛ ndɛ me ne me ho enye okay me ankasa ade a mede mani ehu no me gitumu a enye yie ne nso ɛwɔ hɔ ɛyɛ saa neti because enye obi book. So I have reduced this message and I will try and put some hope into it. So me se me di asem ne be ma o se de etie puma ebe yedin because condition na me wo mu no ene ne amede mani hu ene ba bia bigina ene de eda makoma so no me kama ye se wo be ka na wo ka awie na wo ka na wawie wo ho a adwuma na wo be ye eno so wawie ana saa asem we na kwa me nkroma ntumi bisa no ho enti no gya niama bebre akire hanging na de odiku book mu mposo obi asoso nhwe because no nam kwante nkoro asem bi ato lady bi na oka ho asem na oka ho asem no mehwe ni din na me say obi a wo ne de so no kama ye say some of the things me hu a na me bisa sa de na me nko because me main reason am de chechere revelations platform say nka ye benya Gaia Africa na nka ho nkrofo no guest ni bi ye host na we ni ye kekani ama bom but you realize that you are standing alone because adwen no any trimupo no is all about business ni obi bre ne na bra bom nsakraye enye oman no na enye kuro no ti na meka chosa kwa me nkroma nante kwante nkro ewom se nipa di na chi baby okoka ye okowu ye mpo no nkrofo 100 over 100 po eja omabusu di na chi ekotena no kopim se owu ye nti na enye ono nko a me nkire se ono nko anonam meti enya me nko a me wo camera men wa me wo managers all my companies me wo managers wo ti se me ka se me nko na me nam a me ka asem na a kirew sa ono nko a onam eye Kwame Nkrumah ne de ni bi na meka na lady we asem so koye sa anti mitie ni wie ne na afa mi nim se na me ra ho se na mani agio se na ma hye me hu din na me ntumi hu lady be na meka denta na o kasa about Grammys bi a omo aye ye nuanom African countries bi betumi a hosti but Ghana entumi hosti bi ye betumi a participate aye entumi hosti bi na o kasa omo start shows no ono na okoka kire Grammys fo ne say oh mumbra Africa because yenso so ye wo musicians ye wo talent akodo wo ha ono nko anokoye another country bi nipa 10 nipa 20 obi kura be yi ni sika dia sponsor no na ebi mu akokọ na nde ade ono kokan onante kwante nkro sadia me nkwa na me hu ni na me hu na medwen dia medwen no omo okokan ye ade na bam but we omo yi ono ne country na si nchen enye ya because yan kasa yen support bibi papa bia ye pemfaso ye invest ye pese enye ye ni ye ndidi na ye enye me enye ye madachi ye ndwen dachi ho ye dwen de ebenya nenne ho ade bia me ka asem we mi se de a obenya bia obetumi anya ba hoden na ade peye no bia na wo ba enya na emom so otumi hwe na oman na ekuro no mu eye yie a se wo ba ne ye vulnerable sebe oye disabled kra ekuro ne mra ne structures ne ya wawuko wo ba ne betenum comfortably but anipa sen ena dwen sa adwen lady ne kasa mi hwe ni din na me say kwa akoye say every sector no ebi wo ho wo be hu ade no wo wanim but you will stand alone nti obi ebenya mmoso a na chese okọ I can't say exactly what this message is because it is coming from a place where there is no lie or no truth. So, if I bring those raw message here to the physical realm, I may interpret it as a lie, even against my trust and mindset that Akabulan will rise again. Say, Africa will be great again. Eyemi, and I'm a Thai kasa. But see, ade amede mani ehu na me ntumi so nka but me ka asem a kirewo ama wahu se sa asem na de bia ye ka no ha ntumi nka ntro se enye yiye na nya asem keto so enya asem eda fom ka kirewo plain abusia enya asem eda so well no, it won't. Africa will not be great again. When we say the most dangerous thing, ayami chiamwa namaka is send you hope. I will never say that word again. I don't hate it, but I have realized within a short time, niyama amako hunine say, hope is a poisonous word. When somebody gives you hope, anko kunwankeye. Because a bit tell me what to ho and you will stop fighting. We hope to see African well, but will it be well? Not today. Not forever in time. No. Ubia baby says, why is this woman talking like this? Enye easy oh. Enye easy. So let's delve into this because we'll be plenty questions. And I pray you don't canalize this sermon. Medical catcher say and foul body weighing tea won't da. Now, because the reason why there is no hope for you or me or any melanated being under the firmament won't make sense to us. Asama mi to chese me ho crap me hu nsisi me ho so. Asam ni twetwesi. But ye Maame. Asama me kan fa there is no hope. Now the American ain't making sense to you. Wherever you are, whatever position I would here, you can approach me privately and I will tell you things. Se mi show na unye omo a omo abekumini bia. Ha! Including even me. Me ankasa sama me kanimpo. If I canalize it, it will not make sense to me because ni aminim ni amesose enye no na me hu ye. I will rather keep that dark version and give you 3 theories scenarios. And then maybe ma be 3. Me gina so make say. So won share video we nkwa awie ye. Na wo de wo honam no book nyansa be share video we ya. The first time I ni wunya ne boko. Ni wunya ne boko. This message must get through to some people. The reason it is coming out. For it is my wish that after that you will experience that dark message yourself. Until I say, as I'm not with your consciousness, it will help your intuition to be opened. And the seed, the little one I may drop in the bed, drop you na unkofo me bre, and nibe baby. Na dia me kase, encrophone any baby no munko huni ya mi ye. Na yen to me share wo baby in fire wajene. Because enough. And ya rehusa mankasa. So after that, I will now tell you the reason for your living. Because someone may ask, Mommy Grace, your theory says there is no hope. So why are we here? Yes, I will tell you why all of us are here. So don't move. Menko. Check TME. Ebi before, eba wiase with nnuane mo ewo mu nyina. There is no doubt, say ye first species. Human species, so. I said human species, so. But we came to meet spirits. Medi kanya catch our no pay time with Mommy Grace about the topic na treaty me kaba. Mama what you say me means light, ka means spirit, and aba means body. And a ye me kaba. Onipa dasanine what these 3 entities and not 3 energies together in the body. I want the body. Onipa. Na ye ba asase so ye de sa niam miensen nyina bo mu aye de ba ye no ye be 2 entities and no mu need that advantage. We came to meet life, spirit and entities here. Where no mu doyen and no mu tan yen. Obibini any external spirit eye namfofo and now mo ya tanfo. This is where baby a Bible can say we wrestle not against flesh and blood but principalities and powers. So assembly is for you, a black man watching me. We came to meet spirits here. Na diane wo ye ho no na omo doyen ana na omo ye yan atanfo. Eno ena me pese yehu. Anything external spirit is not a friend of African. Musu a ye boy ye ho no a ye frefre ye tanfo eguru mu omo emo aduane di so omo mawi yen nti na boni bi a wo be ye bekum boni fefri ni ho ma aso bibini spirit ben ena wo ma na aduane di na wutia ne na so a o se mekum me mfa nche so nya wo tanfo no wakofa abefie a ye den ya. Now maka cho se me be ma 3 scenarios nti me pese ubie wasom na wutie ne yie. Scenario 1, free world fallacy. Oh, if we are saying we are free. Ghana for have freedom and justice. Maame ndwe me ho na me de maame nye free wo ho. Do we have freedom? Are we free? Be honest. Answer this all by yourself. Are we free? Do we have freedom? I am sure you have heard many times about the narrative that we are living in a free world. We are living in a free world. It's a free world. Oh, it's a free world. Ayampa. A free world ampa na. You even see these young people saying, me, I'm free. It's a free world. So no one can sit on my happiness. Are we free? Ask yourself. Is this world really free? Are you free? Are you free? Tell me. With everything you have, tell me, are you free? Be honest. Answer the question in the comment section. Do you know what it's like to be free? Udim. Tell me. Will you talk to me? Let's do this together. Have you ever been free? As a black man, have you ever been free? Bisao. This firmament realm is a controlled universe. I want everybody to understand this. It was made with order. There is practically no known history of freedom for a melanated being. Hey, do you know how many times you have to reincarnate into slavery that lasted for 5,000 years? Do you know why? We wrestle not against flesh and blood indeed. The archons are there, preventing us from going, throwing us into circles. Do you have freedom? A black man. And each time you hope there will be freedom and nothing happens. How many times freedom songs are here and I have to? You will freedom no cry a bolly. Your Independence Square. You hope for. Have you seen freedom? I know someone will ask, but Maame Grace, slavery has ended and now there is freedom. Who told you this? Like maybe my way. I have told you today I'm not myself, so don't worry. But I'm asking you, slavery, has it ended? Slavery, has it ended? Ukofo be free takorade. Ukofo be free bogoso takwa huni valley. Ukofo be free Prisia. Ukofo be free mahungu, ukofo be free kurasi tu. Na waka chira ne se wo de ne ekọ enkrofo yi ekurom no mo akoye adwuma. Na wo de na twam afiri nkran hwim abesende nako. Onim internet, onim phone, onim hwe, ontena nkran. Akogya ne wo ho. So bebe biom, so mbe biom. Ebi etu kwan abankran ha. Omo maame nim ba bi omo wo. Ne ba na kontene nka biom. Slavery, has it ended? I really na ejai. Muma yenye honest do. Ni yenyi sa questions ya no. And some will also say, even though we have been colonized and gotten independence, there are challenges. But Maame Grace, the world is now free. Obi sube kasa. Say time no be chichi ye ko enti but say the wiase aye free, obi aye free. Truthfully, are we free? Answer the question. Are we free? First of all, they told us slavery was abolished. They told us. But was it? Slavery, no? Omu yi free ho. The one who enslaved us doesn't look like he will just get up one day and abolish free labor and be on top of the races. Onyo, was slavery abolished by Abrofo or did we fight for it? Huh? Omu yi free war and now you fight for. Who can tell me what really happened here? Aproko for no. Aletron for no. The loved ones who are ready to help us learn, please write it in the comment section. The slavery no. Omo abolish ye no omo ende ye. Ye kun for it. Ye nsa kana. Are we free? That's the question. They wrote history so they could say whatever they wanted to favor them. From what we know, the slave had enough and started a war against Abrofo. Ye twimu akasa. E ho no mu nyansa no mo se nkrofo ma ye ma omu hope. Ye ma omu Bible. Ye kan chom say there is heaven. So even if they lose the land, there's no problem. They will be forced to accept it. They ombesom ombefa omu de be ye adwuma. Abrofo lost the battle and most of them fought to liberate themselves, so that the narrative to say that slavery was abolished makes it look like we could not have helped ourselves. Omaki can me brofo no kra insisi so mame. Omaki kan niama na bom na ayete say oh ye ni yeja omo ama omo akọ. Sa na de ni na look like. Hey. Nyama mehu mani so. Ma fom, ma fo, ma buto. Me enjoy grow you. It's serious. They lost the battle, but they turned around to write lies into history and forced our teachers in Africa to teach it. They say, once the president or baby, I know say school. No. School, go to the diaspora, see the melanated people and compare them to those of us in Africa, and you will see that they are not afraid of anything. Ebinume womumpo nyejuma because on yen we to attacks. Omu bofu omani aye din omu nso aye hye. Eyawo wo makome mu na ya na ebi dwane ba back. Eno ebe end this situation na. They are vicious and daring. So we broke free from slavery. But did we do that to enter a free world? This is the question. Did we? Are we free? Blacks. Are we free? My first scenario, no. Bisa wo that question. Share that video way like 3-4 times. And let's dialogue. Baby, I will be a for in-depth knowledge about this. You can come. The platform is open. Zoom is available. Be available in the studio. The first scenario na media amount me bupu mu amount. Are we free? After the second scenario. When it became tough for slavery to exist, the oppressors devised another route to keep us under bondage. A child born today is a sinner according to religion. Una we yet den. I just say we go through initiation be and yes I will your bonnet for. Medical ya cultural. Say omo maye nananum hu so omo ye moa. Omo nye nipa. Aboa kura na ne so won faso. E de chen obi bini. Enti ye nananum hwe din na omo de bre omo say wo dware wo di nsuo ko nsuo mu a wo so be ye obi pe. They accepted. And omo tro de ato. You need to go through that ritual. If you don't go through that ritual, our religion say ya wo wa inherit sin no, you will enter into a holy matrimony and give birth to a child, a sinful child, according to religion. Recently, there was a new story of a soldier who was shot and killed somewhere in Kaswa over a land issue. Yekum nipa enye nne ne yate we bi yekum nipa wa asase ho. Why? Education has imprisoned us into thinking land is limited and it is finishing today and tomorrow. Asama yenim ni age atum no. So everyone is packed in Accra. When you pick a flight from Accra to Tamale, you see how vast the land is and how we have packed ourselves in tiny modern prison in Accra here. Why are we all in Accra here? I don't know ya pack ye ho. Oni baby obeda wa ha. Na ne na na esi dan we kura na se ama no kura. Obeja dan no ho aba Accra beda station adentia. Omo anya sika wo kura omo free mu. Omo sisi companies. Omo betumi esi wo mu kura mu na wo kura mu fo na nya adwuma ye. Na omo de niam na gu ka ni mu aba senkran ha na business wa. Obia beye bibi obeye won kran. Jaman kranfo no kra ebere. Why? I didn't nyina ya obi no matter how peace a onya wo village obeba nkran abusunya ekura na se ene nkran ha ehe na somdwe wo. Mebisa o, it's a question. Ehe na freedom ewo. I didn't nyina edwane aba ha. The education. The indoctrination has entered us to the core, and now we have been jailed outside the prison cells. Ya dwinini na ye different. Te say yenya ne ye pre ohawo e de ba yenya yeso. Are we free? Andre ya na bi jubilate over the passport. Our identity has changed. And then yes, I want to ultimate machine a Chessica no so. Sabeka from Fantamuna clean way. And you are showing it off, and these people are watching. And they will sit and mock us. Se PhD enye mayen a enye omo no mo de bai how den abaso senka yetumi hihye ye mera yi are we free, black people? Are we really free from adwinimu nyansemu ahokekemu bibiamu? Are we free? This is just a question. No, I catch you say and they bibia me bisa ubia your question. If you say you want to ye da prison outside like akukwa ye de kenten opportunity for years near you no butu ho. Onkokura osiwo. Is that our condition? Recently, I saw a video of the Nigerian wealthiest man, Dangote, at an event, and he said he needed over 56 visas to travel within his own continent, Africa. A rich man like Dangote. Na boda na sokora brofo wo peace. E chen be before. To go boda here. Ufri Ghana ko Togo we a stranger. They will true condemn sisi ya. Ko d'Ivoire here airport. E kwan yo mo de obe fast. Are we free? Papa we si call. Osi oyiya 56 visas. And sana we to me visit on one continent. Meanwhile, any European at all can travel easily across Africa than Africa's richest man, Dangote. Ohiya visa. Why? No matter how huge, no matter how good, no matter how big an African will make it, they will never acknowledge it. Na yenyampo, we don't acknowledge ourselves. Why? If it is better and it is from Akabulan, any news. And they will use a painful word. So what person would they see obibini a fashion book? Now ignorantly, some of us will also say that because you pay reading. Who told you? Because enkrofo no mo beto omo waha na omo ni omo kan ye ho asema yes spirits no beto omo waha na omo empower ebinom omo na omo enslaving ye oppress ye medical culture say we were not primitive when these people got here. Now our back was broken already. Na nkrofo we no omo nim ye nti omo ka kire omo se nkrofo we omo knowledge na wo omo DNA mu omo bibia ye omo signs and symbols they don't read. Obibini nim sese ye kasa opese odi bibi mo obibini afache book ni ni eye ne se ye ne ye mpa desua. Be honest, when it comes to best doctors, best professors, where do you find them? In Africa. Nobody should ever say that Africans don't like reading. The reading they are saying that it's a coded word. Our knowledge is in our system, it's in our DNA, it's in our brain. We pass it on to our generation. We don't write things down. Saadi no omo ankasa omo be yi free yemu e no omo push en akogu square enye yesu e no omo de kill your talent and your giftings. Hey, se nyankopon domo me ka nyankopon obi so se nyankopon me se me yenyame na se unhu ni am e wo kwa sometimes I want to go off. I have told them to look for host. Hey, my bread. Are we free? Are we really free? Yankasa ye humpo we are ye free. Because nkofo no mo beto omo wa ha no mo empower omo breaking your back for them no omo every information about us no omo tiny niama no omo use na ye yankasa ya bre ya pu ye ho ye give up on ourselves and na ye ma ye ho false hope. Are we free? Are we free? How free are we? How free are we? No African is free. Nobody. No African is free. A poor European can freely move around Africa than the richest man and the most powerful man or men in Africa. Just because he's black and African. How? How? This nkrofo baby ejuma wa no mu use ye youth. Omu twa mo condemn. Omuti company ni kwan kan tom say kwan no kra ye. De ekoso ye nim ho hwe. Ye to ye mpanimfo no to me mounting over 100 de ben ma coronavirus. Ye to me mounting bibi e ma ye hu ye state ana ye status ana ye status. Mo akasa monka na mote brofo. Ye to me hu. We don't know. Are we free? There is no end to the oppression. I don't want to give you false hope. So accept it today. No helper is coming. Nobody is coming. It's high time. I say ye giant say ye nunu ye huni yesri. I say ye to me trasa ni man. Nobody is coming. You're free. That's my second scenario. It's all questions. You can come to the platform and answer them. If you want to write a little on the comment section, please go ahead. Now, let me give you scenario 3. Dangerous hope. You are watching no end. Unalive your superpowers. That's what we are discussing. Scenario 3. Dangerous hope. Let any hope you have in a Redeemer coming for you end today. I'm not even joking. I remember 3 years ago, I saw a small vision and I was asking you people that Africans, are we squatters or we own the land? Who remember that message? I had not gotten to this level yet. Me, nobody can initiate me into anything. I remember when I was on TV. Na OBH 1008 30 minutes. I was paying 3,000. There was no sponsorship. Nobody pays 5 years for TV radio. Now me get 2 radios, me get 2 TV stations. I was single-handedly sponsoring it, and they were bully me. It got to a point, you can't say this, you cannot do this. I said, okay, move from there. I'm better now, social media. And I'm starting here. Are we free? Are we free? Even in our own land, if you are not part of a cartel, where can you go? Are we free? That's the question. Hope be a wo so save your be by and then let it go. Let it slide. Now unalive your superpowers. So that baby says I will come over Marco. Ahanya dear. Israel said God was coming for them, has dropped that hope, and is up in arms fighting to get more lands for themselves. Israel nyankopon no say obo omo hompondui. Hope is a dangerous psychological weapon. Ya de hye wadwem say bam. Na wada. BBS esa na asa. Israel fo musi nyankopon obefa omako. See, omo deal with weapons, omo fight to get more lands. Drop that hope that who is coming for you, Jesus. When oppressed people are given hope, they will never fight for their redemption. That's the danger of it, that word hope. Don't have hope, have a strategy, have a weapon, have a plan, break codes, acquire knowledge. That is what you need. Drop that hope. You saw how the Israelites distributed letters to Palestinians. The plane was flying and every part of that place, no, na let any be dropping. Here in domestic flight be a down meeting in papa. Na me say, hey, your life was so than chacha. Another scenario na media amount. How are we free? Are we free? Should we hold on to hope, or we should have strategies? We should break codes. Spiritual people are moving from her. A dear na mo ya boy ho e wa ha. Baby a wo so wo ko bi ade na wunya what new? It's enough. The Bible, yes, it's enough. What are we doing? whatever the Bible has say, okay, yeah, bogo for, yeah, bibi out there, fan say, young crowd, yeah, Yankopon, and ye bo, we are saying. Ne kra ne saying, this is our condition. What can we do? Question na me bisao. No redemption. So why are we here? And I make a try. There's no hope. I had ye binumu dia, ye binumu dwan, or mukundi yo mwa dear. One crofoni be crampa. Hey, ya mobo. Omu dia wo dear. No mu benyan crofoso mo matwa mom. Don't forget I'm a spiritual platform. Ye krom ha school, omuko school ade omuko sunya pay evidence. Minim say evidence no so ye dia bom dua ntumi hu. Asam ni ye no kura nu nie o se fa evidence bra. Den ta ono nko na okoka ye. De okaye na bam but ni krom nka ho. Me nko na me ko hu ye. De ameka ni wom, ni evidence. Obibini be wi ase be ye den. Won po na ye okasa asem no. Why are we here at all? There is no end in sight. Now you come na yet say that we the bia na get worse. Say we call airport a wo besu. We call embassy side more business. Nkrofo egu ho. You see, hey, now the krom hana has gotten to that level. Obi e dwane. Structures ni bad. Recently, in South African election, everyone thought with the latest awakening, the majority of the blacks would vote for their own so they could finally move into freedom and lead the unity of the continent. But guess what? The majority of the blacks population in South Africa voted for their Abrofo to continue oppressing the Maka. Oh, Mandela! He will be turning in his grave. This is why I'm telling you that drop the hope. Because there are people who owns the continent and they decide what should happen. How I wish I can mention the names. They decide what should... oh, is this Mandela you have? We will give you Mandela. Is this what you have? We will give you. Are we free? Are we free? Are we free? It's a question. Na minya penyin bi ananka me bisa no. Omo wo ho. Omo no mo be kire o. Omo be ma obi bia. Do you think papa ya or papa kwesi ndum ejumewura? Ha, mami fancy ha. Mami fancy ha what? Are we really free? We share spiritual hour. We are discussing no end. Unalive your superpowers. Esa wo hwe bibi. Obibini. Obibini be ye den kra wo wiase. Ti obibini so ye nipa mpo. Sa asem no nipa kro ne kan nipa ne men kai ne din. Ka me ma ne credit. Me am one person when somebody says something and I'm repeating it. I give credit. But me nim nipa ne din. I won't beat about the bush. No, me nye biom. We are on this prison planet as vehicles carrying importance in our bodies, passing it on from one generation to another. What do I mean? We na omo ka kire we na yeye na omo ka kire say upade afahye buku obi obeka sa asem ni bia kire oyo bibini no te na so ba ko fasi jaso. Look at our edinkra symbols. Ade a mekohwe ma me hu mama ne a me hu amene wo share. They are not what we think they are. Inti ye use omo a na abrofo no hwe yen na almost recent crofo we pa. A careful look at these symbols will tell you that they are deeper and are coded for activating things that we do not understand. A series is coming on and you will see how this Edinkra thing can be used. Omo ye coded. Do you know something? When him say pyramids ne ewo ho no mu no. Sa asem kra de me pese meka. Up till now there is a door. Omo preso omo bebi nti na de bi omo nam ho omo ko be. Edinkra symbol can open mame ye kompo no omo ambetam me anko. Asem na ya homte na say they are physical approach. Hey! Don't just listen to what I am saying. Get the Edinkra symbols and look at them carefully. They seem like something cosmic codes other than higher dimensions. So our assignment on earth is simple. Exist and carry the codes and information until we travel and pass beyond this prison. This is the assignment. Ehwa na nkrofo yi enya akonsi wo mo side na mo de wo mutu yetokuro na no. Yenye free o. Yenye free. But once are you free? Inti edinkra symbols we they are codes. And no ne ye ba se ye be soa ne ye de ko emma ye na die ne ni kura wo hefa. Die nankasa ehefa na sisi kura wo behu bo. Men hwe me kekewu. Febina take a critical look at it because they speak more than you can think of. They speak more than Abel's blood. Edinkra symbol. Eno ne ye wa ha se ye de beko ne ye de aye na akonsona boa ye ne yaka this prison. Remember when I told you about the scientists who discovered that the earth is sitting on a mathematical code, and that code is called a Dinkra code. I want you to Google it. What do you say? Ofo say me kasa na me diabo. Ubetumi Google we na wahwe. If this whole universe is sitting on one symbol and it is a mathematical symbol and one of the Dinkra symbols, tell me. Makacho the watch na wo bono would now red carpet so am 360 e Dinkra hene asem na woka. You can 1 2 3 4 5 no we do 9. Now was not start biom na woka. E Dinkra na woka o mati chem. Inti edie be mpa no bibini kra beji ni wiase. Sa akwa ni minim ni di na ehimi ya. If one code is seen to be the math formula to the earth, imagine the rest of the Dinkra symbols. Imagine. Minim sa ba kuso na ye all electricity power ne ade wires ne ade nyina ye one Dinkra symbol ne so eye ne fapem. Ya no na ne beka. Calculate all the lost tribes of Akabulan and their respective symbols. Calculate them. Se si e kasa kora wonte. Ubi so obi se ntomben na wobo wahala. Ohine na kanchine gu ubi sa no nte ase. Ohine ne kwa afichire ubi sa no nka che waka wapantuma jese bibia ye lost. Na onipa no kronti twi na ukata. Ni kurom kasa kronti o ka brofo. Yay, asam na ye dio. Are we free? Should we hold on to hope? Does it make sense? All these are questions. All these are questions. We are species traveling through time. I want us to understand. And we have to pass through planet Earth and the imprisoned universe. Even though we are the oldest known species, the Earth has other species before we came or before us. Enemies. Empower and for oppressing. They are the ones behind our oppression. They are the ones using abrofono to oppress us. We wrestle not against flesh and blood. I need a bishop to come and tell me who this knowledge is for. I need a bishop to come and tell me about this. Mujitum se mu free Israel, mu ye Israel for, mujitum se mu ye Hebrew for, mujitum se mu ko heaven. Why? How does it work? Antabambe na wo de kosoro. Se nya sa energies we mu na omo tan and omo bo ankrofo a ya ka kire plane say you wrestle not against life. So broni no yo oppressor. Cause all ye nipa or your flesh and blood. Why is it on no na oppressor hwan? But it's a journey of unknown timeline. Ahana me person spiritual person biya edikodi. No kachire nipa neto nipa asum so that yenye heja biom. We are just vehicles for carrying the melanated DNA and safeguarding the codes until we travel beyond. So, kill that your hope immediately, detox it, flush it out, drink purgative and bring the hope out. You don't need it. Because we did not come into this time to rule the space. We are passing through. Enti ana wonum we be say, ana we say akuku be say, enu nti na wo be we no ho. Understand this. You are better. If we will talk spirituality, let's talk about these things. Let's face realities. This is the secret to our existence. The entire ye wa ha nyina ni. Na obi so obi di enti ne ye wa ha, na di enti ne ye wa ha. O ha ye de. So wa ha so obesum nyame. Nyame bai. Once we are doing what we are supposed to do, nothing else matters. We have to exist until we move past this earth dimension. So yes, enjoy life, but don't suffer too much. Who be you? Yes, there will come a new breed. Waiting to make us plenty. There will come a new breed. When they come, they will have skin perfectly melanated. They will have physique as nature demands. They won't eat what you eat or be programmed by your dogma. They will take the coats you have been traveling with and open new door, just like they are waiting for the pyramids to open. Why nekai? Say me catch them say a time will come. Sa door no more churches or mu be na omo kase e lead to a new world no. E bia akola bi na e bebie ni na akola ni gina ho hwepa na door ni bebie. Who remember? They can dey wait 3-4 years ago. And we be saying, and I would jolly way be saying, and I would jolly way be saying. Recently, I mean, who papa, I respect him so much as our Indian man. Me who saw yare, na me who say we are say. Na ho den kudano. Unim de embru wiase ho den so da. Understand this and you will go far. Understand this and you will be able to finish your purpose without stress. Obi eni ho na ho den ni nim de ebru ni wiase so da Bible kraka. O se nyansafo ahwehwe nim de omo ehu bi da. Obi eni asase so ana ho den ebru wiase ho den so. Wiase ni ye binumu de ya. This is not hope, because it is not for us. We are not part. I will not be here. I will die. Ours is here. Let's continue the journey until someone else takes the baton. Mama yen tuaso ahoden mu nyansemu. Mama yenye we infanto ama yemba. Na say new world, new species bi beba, they can fit in. You don't have freedom. Drop the hope and seek for strategy so your children will rather maybe experience freedom. Obibini, oyeni paben. Asema wuti ende nyina, how do you feel? Tell me. Say na wankasa wo feel. So all the spiritual things you are chasing, you don't even want to shift and go to where you belong. You can say heavy baba. You see assassinate shift here. Obibini sa obo asa no pe wote ye. My engine deepo. Spirituality is not school. It's not group. It's not church. It's not fraternity. You are spirituality. At the moment you become spiritual, now better spirituality, I said that is when you are able to ascend and shift. You will not kill yourself for anything. I want you to think about everything we've discussed today. Africans, do we have freedom? Are we free?